Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about a topic that no one is talking about. Mr. Saylor, Michael Saylor, and his company strategy been buying Bitcoin throughout the entire cycle. They already started buying Bitcoin last cycle, and they are the reason for the Bitcoin cycle. Okay, they are the reason for the Bitcoin growth. Now, what's going to happen? Ask yourself, sir and lady, ask yourself, what will happen if strategy will go into a bearish phase? Will it push Bitcoin down with it or not? In this video, we're going to talk about it. We actually believe there is high correlation between the price of strategy and the price of Bitcoin. I will show you what I mean. Okay, so look, this is a strategy chart. Okay, I'll clean the chart here. Let's go log scale. Okay, log scale. Okay, weekly big picture. This is MSTR. Okay, MSTR. That was the last cycle. You can see after that COVID crash, boom, they started buying Bitcoin and went bazooka. They started buying Bitcoin pretty much in October, I think. Went bazooka with the Bitcoin. Now all the way to February. Now look when it topped out on February 2021 and made a lower high. Now look what's happening now. Okay, remember this. Top at February 2021, made a lower high on November 21. Bitcoin made a little higher high, marginally higher high, but that was the top. Lower high, that was the top. The most important thing is that MSTR topped way before Bitcoin topped. Okay, it topped on the blow off phase of Bitcoin into beginning of 2021. Now look what's happening now. Okay, MSTR looks like it topped on November 2024. Okay, November 2024, it put in the peak. Now, if you look on MSTR performance, again, it's a stock. It's not a shit coin. Okay, so from the January 2023, that was the beginning of the Bitcoin bull run. All right, all the way to this peak. That's a ton of a move. Okay, that's like 33x. That's like 4 times the return of Bitcoin this cycle. MSTR doing. All right, now this all good, all gravy. Michael Saylor, MSTR buying, everybody's buying, making higher low, higher high. Bitcoin is going with them. You can see it's also had this correction last year with the Bitcoin. It's doing exactly what Bitcoin is doing, or Bitcoin is doing exactly what MSTR is doing. But there is a high correlation. This is like a proxy of Bitcoin. Now look, what's interesting is, what if MSTR topped out? Now there is a very high risk thing now is happening on the MSTR chart. Okay, and I think most people in crypto need to pay attention to MSTR when they invest in crypto or Bitcoin. How to be extremely bullish, extremely bearish, stuff like that. Okay, it's good. It's a good indicator. Now, what happened recently on MSTR? Look at the red line. The red line is the 50-week moving average. As you can see, MSTR was above it through the entire cycle. Okay, it broke above it back here in April 2023 and remain above it all the time. Now, look what happened. Okay, it violated the 50-week. It closed below it. Okay, and last week it's still technically below it. It's trying to bounce back above it. Now, this is important. If it can bounce above it and remain above it, this is good for crypto, good for Bitcoin. But if it keep dumping, stay below the 50-week, that's bearish. That's a bear market signal. I will show you what happened. The 50-week MA is a legendary moving average. You can see how it nailed the entire. You can see the support here of last cycle of MSTR. Once it lost the 50-week, that was it, man. Game over, man. Game over. You don't fuck with the 50-week MA. You don't fuck with it. Get me? Now, look at that. That was the breakdown here. That was a significant breakdown back in November. Obviously, everything topped. Now we're not looking like we're topping again at the moment, but you gotta pay attention to this because this is a signal that is not is not doing fake outs. Okay, it's not doing a fake out. Just something to pay attention to. Now, also, let's look on the big picture with the momentum to see what's happening here. Okay, so momentum. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the monthly picture, man. Monthly picture is not looking good, man. We have a lower high here. Stochastic RSI going down on the monthly with sick bearish divergence. You had lower high, triple low. Not triple bearish divergence, but double bearish divergence. You have this higher high and lower high. You can see higher high and lower high. All right, so you have a bearish divergence on the monthly that already trying to play out. Let's look on the RSI. Look on the regular RSI here. Look at this. This looks very toppy to me. You can see that was the first peak of the RSI. Right here, that's another peak with a higher high, and that's another peak with a lower high, and looks like it's forming type of a head and shoulders here on the RSI on the monthly. Okay, this thing is obviously is extended. The question is it gonna give us another couple of months for, like, you know, trading environment? Probably gonna be probably gonna give us some another couple of months, in my opinion. But again, you gotta pay attention to this chart, because once MSTR start dumping, let's say, you know, now it's $344. All right, let's say it start dumping. Okay, this is it's overpriced stock. It can collapse 50% in no time. Now think about it. If it starts collapsing, do you think Saylor will sell its Bitcoin to cover his losses? I think so. When Saylor sells his Bitcoin, we're gonna have a serious problem. Okay, you know, everything will collapse. Now, that's my 2 cents, man. Let me know, what do you think about the MSTR situation? Correlation? Do you think there is any correlation? What do you think about the MSTR? Do you think it topped out? Do you think it spelled trouble for the Bitcoin and crypto market? Do you think there is any correlation with the Bitcoin? By the way, if you want to join our membership, our VIP, link below. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Cheers.